For some reason, I don't know why.
Okay, now the microphone is on. Okay, I think we were silent that entire time that we were talking.
Wow.
The first 5 minutes of our podcast. You know, I wish there was a way to edit these after the fact. I don't think we can, though.
All right, let's see. It is.
All right, I'm looking for weird stories while you get your breakfast together.
Yep, I'm just kind of hanging out. You could read the weird news, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, Relative. Can I give you an everything bagel, or do you want toast? Because I don't have another. I thought I had one. I'm going to have one, too, because these are good.
Well, Mr. Harrell is home? Mr. Harrell? Dr. Evil?
Woohoo! Hiding. So what'd you find for the crazy news?
It's still loading. My phone is so slow.
There's something wrong with 18. Well, I don't know if it's the iPhone or it's the system. I don't know what you have as far as your provider, but my phone has been glitching and skipping, and I've done everything I could possibly do to figure it out. I don't know what's going on with it. It's terribly laggy and doesn't have a smooth stream at all. I don't know what's going on with it. And I don't have any videos or anything saved on my phone. I delete everything.
Yeah, I thought that was it with mine too, and it didn't make a difference.
And I also went in and deleted the newly deleted folder. Have you ever done that? Because if you delete something, it puts it in the recently deleted folder, and it's still in there.
Oh,
so
for God's sake.
Delete that. Gotta delete that.
Okay, here's the story that was just posted on ABC's Weird News 51 minutes ago. And if my phone would work, I could actually open the story. But it's completely...
It's not your phone. I think it's the service, or these phones are just...
completely locked up.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. Now, is that happening to you a lot lately? Because it's happening to me every day, all the time.
God, all right, I'm getting off the Wi-Fi. Sometimes it's my lousy Wi-Fi in the house here. So let's see.
Like coffee?
Coffee. When are the girls' last day of school?
Pardon?
When's the girls' last day of school?
21st.
Oh, they're already out here.
Oh my gosh, I know. Her friend in Delaware's last day is today. She's so jealous. I'm like, well, you know, they probably go back before you do, so they get out before you do. It's just the way it works.
So Ed and I watched the new Beauty and the Beast movie last night.
Oh, how was it?
It was good. I think it's probably better for kids who grew up with the Disney cartoon movie. Because it's, you know, it's kind of nostalgic and, you know, all that. But there was a couple things that I took issue with. The singing and the music and the songs didn't seem to be as good to me.
That's because she did it, right?
To my ear. No, not just her, but like the whole thing.
Wow.
You know, the whole, I was kind of, it just didn't have the oomph that the music had in the cartoon movie. And I didn't really care for their choice of the actor who played Gaston. While he did a good job, in my mind's eye, visually, he was not what I would picture if you were trying to stay with the cartoon.
Oh, he wasn't
the cartoon guy was much. The cartoon guy was bigger and muscular, and he had a deeper voice, and you know, and that's what I expected. And you know, while the actor did a good job, it just, you know, for me, physically, he was not how I pictured Gaston.
He wasn't the right guy for it. Huh?
Right, and the whole song scene, where the Gaston song scene was much more raucous and funny in the cartoon version than in
Oh, was it?
The
Yeah.
movie version. I said to Ed, I said, I hope they do it justice. And when it was over, I said, nope, they didn't do it justice. But anyway, the rest of the movie, though, if you hadn't seen the cartoon and had that already in your mind as a basis for comparison,
right,
you'd probably like it a lot more than if you grew up with the cartoon version and had expectations. You know?
okay.
So, but it
I
was
see
still good. It was a good movie. I highly recommend it, and I will watch it again.
Oh, good. Do you think the boys would like it? Have they seen it yet?
Oh, I'm sure they have, because Jessica got it the minute the digital version was available on Google, you know.
Good.
Oh my God, my Google started when I said that on my phone. Yeah, that's the one thing that works on my phone, is the thing I don't want to have work. Okay, Google started it.
This is salami with cheese. All right. I got the wrong kind of bologna, and I'm a little disappointed.
What kind of bologna did you get?
I got something called German bologna by accident.
Yeah.
And it smells and tastes like smoked salami.
Okay.
I don't like it.
I like smoked salami, but not if I'm expecting to taste bologna.
Right. When I see bologna, I want it to be bologna. I don't want it to be salami. So I can't get used to the taste of it. Harrell likes it, so it's not wasted, but it's like...
You see, expectations can really screw up our lives with movies and bologna.
You're so funny.
The key to a happy life is low expectations.
I know, it's true. So true.
Okay, here's the first odd story. Stolen pickup found impaled on 30 feet of steel guardrail. This is from the Associated Press. And look, it loaded. This Sunday, June 4th, this photo shows where a stolen pickup truck was found impaled on about 30 feet of guardrail over a canal near Aberdeen in eastern Idaho.
Oh my God.
A worker with the Aberdeen Springfield Canal Company discovered the white GMC Sierra pickup Sunday morning, run completely through by several yards of steel guardrail and left partially dangling in the water. You think this was like a vengeful act rather than some random... Yeah, okay. The driver was nowhere to be found.
Of course he not, you know.
Okay, there were several photos. Let me see if I can find the best one. Okay,
That's crazy.
Photo number 2 does not show up. Oh yeah, it's showing it from all angles. The impalement from all angles. I'll go back to the first one.
A picture of it?
Yeah, I'll show you first. And then somebody was really pissed off. I really think that's what happened. Either that or when they stole it, they were really drunk.
Yeah, it was a vengeful thing.
Okay, you can see the guardrail going through the back window.
Yep, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, somebody was not happy with somebody.
That's a little bit...
It's a disgruntled employee or an ex or soon-to-be ex or, you know, something like that, I think. Or it was just
it seems like it.
Or it was just, you know, the act of a random dumbass. Because, you know, we've got them.
Yeah, we do. Okay, I should have this. Oh, I want to show you something while I'm, like, giving you a... Look at this.
Milkadamia? Unsweetened macadamia milk. How is it?
I haven't tried it yet. We just bought it, and it's getting... I put it in the refrigerator to get cold.
Okay.
But, like, I got it at Home Goods, and it was only $2.99. And, to buy a macadamia nut is so expensive. I was surprised it was only $2.99 for this whole big thing. I'll let you know when I try it how it is.
Okay. Sounds good.
Good. There you go, dear. You're all set. All right, I'm going to take you in the other room now so the hubby can go in the kitchen and feel like I'm not streaming him.
Yeah, we don't want to invade anybody's privacy.
No, he wants to eat his breakfast in peace, which I totally get. And I'm leaving. Just go and eat his breakfast in peace. I'll set my thing up here. I'm doing a postcard swap. So I'm getting that situated.
Okay, this was a bait and switch of a bait click.
There we go.
Okay. 911 call for ride to Hooters ended up with trip to Florida jail.
All right.
Merritt,
Woo!
Merritt Island, Florida. A Florida man wanted to go to Hooters so badly that authorities say he told the 911 dispatchers he needed a ride to the restaurant because his grandmother had just suffered a stroke in the parking lot.
Wow.
Instead, 28-year-old Jonathan, and I won't say his last name. I think we should avoid doing that because this is going to be on. Okay,
Yeah, we don't want to do
Jonathan, blah,
that.
blah, blah, 28-year-old, got a ride to the Brevard County Jail Tuesday night after deputies searched for 3 hours for his grandmother. When they finally found her at another location, she said she hadn't had a stroke or asked anyone for help. News outlets say Hinkle... Oh, all right, I already said his name, sorry. Told the dispatcher he'd pay responders to take him to the Hooters on Florida's Atlantic coast. He was arrested on charges of misusing 911. He was released on bond Wednesday night, and records don't list an attorney for him. Now, there's a dumbass story.
Yeah, that was pretty smart.
I think
He's
most
smart.
of these stories
He's my favorite. That guy is.
are dumbass stories. I think most of these are.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Yeah, that's majorly like a silly. You think you could get away with that?
Obviously, he did. Okay, here is one from Rhode Island. Road paved with clamshells emits stench covered in maggots. Residents of a small Rhode Island community say their neighborhood has been beset by a terrible stench after one of their neighbors paved a road with unwashed clamshells.
No.
A property owner in Tiverton put down the shells on an access road last week, but the unclean shells had meat still attached, leading to a putrid smell as it decomposed. Video shows maggots crawling all over the road. This is definitely a dumbass story. Neighbors put up
Why
signs.
do people even like? Why is this person alive that did
I
it?
don't know. Maybe he must have thought it was a good idea, but he didn't want to take the time to wash the shells. Neighbors put up signs including "Honk if it stinks." Blair Moore, whose family owns the house next door, says the smell is making her ill. The station says the property owner hung up when asked for comment. The building inspector has issued a cease and desist order. Police and State Department of Environmental Management are investigating.
That is definitely a winner of a story.
How to win friends and influence people. Not. Okay.
That's not a wow. I feel sorry for the guy because he probably didn't do it to be a jerk. He probably just was like doing it to be interesting, make it look cool.
Yep. Here's a feel-good story from New York. Okay. Foiled by stuck subway train, grad to get personal ceremony. A nursing student who celebrated a makeshift graduation on a New York City subway train after a train breakdown made him miss the actual ceremony is getting a personalized graduation. Hunter College President Jennifer Robb and nursing school Dean Gail McCain will hold a ceremony on Thursday to give Jarek Alcantara, I think that's how you say his name. Sorry if I...
Correct.
They're going to do this ceremony to give him his diploma. He was on his way to commencement on May 30th when his E-train stalled. Passengers waited an hour and a half for a rescue train. Once the rescue train arrived, there were more delays. Friends, family members, and strangers threw him an impromptu ceremony while they waited. Video posted on Facebook shows a friend handing him a mock diploma.
Oh, that's so cute.
Hunter officials say Alcantara isn't trusting the subway for Thursday's do-over ceremony. He'll arrive by car.
I would go on the subway.
Oh, I love stories like this one. Book returned to library more than 50 years overdue.
Really?
West Hartford, Connecticut. A book has found its way back to a Connecticut library more than 50 years overdue. Now, Connecticut, I don't know. They were a very puritanical state back in the day. So I wonder if they're charging him 50 years worth of fines.
Oh, they can't, because
Let's
you can
see. No, I mean, God, it's
just
probably not even on the records anymore. Staff members at the Noah Webster Library in West Hartford say they don't know who returned the copy of W.O. Mitchell's Who Has Seen the Wind. The plot centers on a coming-of-age tale of a young man in Saskatchewan, Canada. The book was returned Monday with a yellow sticky note reading, "Sorry it has taken so long. It originally was due back September 29th, 1965. Library director Martha Church says she doesn't know how much the fine would be for keeping the book so long. The current library fine is 15 cents per day. Church says it used to be 10 cents a day in 1977. The library doesn't plan to fine the person who returned the book.
nice. I hope
Somebody
they don't.
do the math, please. I'm sure there's some
That would
sort
be
of an
awkward.
online calculator that could do that for you.
That's great.
Wow, I love
It would
stories
be
like that.
thousands of dollars.
I love hearing stories like that and stories about mail being delivered like 20, 30 years after the fact.
Well, you know what's great, crazy? I had a person that I owed us. It was a swap, and she never got it. So I resent it, and she got that one, and it was fine. And it went on. It was a year, and then she emailed me the other day and said, I just got your postcard," and I'm like, "For what swap?" She's like, "For blah blah blah." So I'm like looking here. I'm like, "I don't have." I said, "I don't think it's from me." She sent me a picture of it, and it was from me, but it was from last year. It was the one that got lost.
What was the postmark on it, I wonder?
It was postmarked probably back then. I mean, she said it. I don't know. I thought it was really funny though.
I found out the hard way that there are certain hubs, and this is not supposed to be coming through. My sister Peggy's thing is not supposed to be coming through on the iPad because I have it on Do Not Disturb, and I don't know why, because it almost bumped you off. So, sorry, Peggy, if you see this, for declining, because I didn't want to bump Gabi off during the stream. Okay, here is a good one. Massachusetts medical pot dispensaries selling marijuana pizza. Quincy, Mass. Everybody now is going to be running to move to Quincy, Mass. A Massachusetts medical marijuana dispensary has created a culinary delight for patients who don't want to smoke their pot or eat it in the form of sweets. Quincy-based Airmont Incorporated has been selling cannabis-infused pizza for about 3 weeks to rave reviews. Director of
that pizza.
You can have your pot and quell the munchies at the same time.
That's good stuff right there. How much is that pizza?
I don't know. Oh, they're gonna. Oh, okay. We're getting ahead here. Director of Operations Seth Yaffe, I don't know how to say it, says the company has a whole range of marijuana edibles, but he wanted to offer meals that patients could eat without a lot of sugar. The 6-inch pizza sells for $38 a piece. The tomato sauce contains 125 milligrams of THC, the psychoactive compound in marijuana. The company has sold about 200 already. Yaf says if patients want toppings, they can add their own. Only people with state-issued medical marijuana ID cards are eligible to buy the pies. $38 for a 6-inch pizza.
So they're like they're saying they're helping the medical people, but they're raping their wallet.
Yeah, but who knows how much 125 whatever milligrams or whatever of THC costs. How much would that cost otherwise? And I'm not talking about street prices. I'm talking about medical marijuana prices. Who knows? I don't know because I didn't buy pot. And I don't grow it either, so let's see. Maybe some of you medical marijuana people can enlighten us in the comments. What is with these people trying to look like TV and movie characters? Okay, next one. Feathered Frenzy. Peacock breaks bottles inside liquor store. The first question is, what is the peacock doing in a liquor store?
I don't know.
Arcadia, California. A female peacock has ruffled more than just feathers at a Los Angeles area liquor store. Without a peep, pun intended, the heathen peahen. Oh my God, Beth. The peahen strutted into the open door of the Royal Oaks liquor store in Arcadia on Monday. Store manager and college senior Randy, I can't say his last name, said he didn't even know it was there until a customer walked in and asked him about El Polo, Spanish for the chicken. That's some strange looking chicken.
El Polo.
Okay, the guy whose family owns the store said he tried to guide the sharp-clawed bird outside, but that she spooked, and at one point flying directly toward him and then onto a top shelf of the store. Oh, she went for the top shelf stuff, and that spooked him. An animal control officer responded after he called 911, approaching the peahen with gloves and a fishing net. That's when hilarity ensued. He was trying to get it with the fishing net. Oh God, I wish they had videoed this. And the bird jumped on the first wine bottle. When that happened, it was like, oh, this is about to be a big mess. He tried to get it again with the net. It just went straight diving into all the bottles. The more he kept on trying to use the net, the more it kept on flapping its wings and knocking everything over. You'd think at that point the dumbass with the net would know.
Yeah, they didn't.
There has to be a plan B. Put the damn net down, moron. Okay.
Idiot.
Really? Come on. Use your brain. This is somebody's profits. And they got to clean up the mess, right? At one point, cell phone video, and the bird could have gotten cut on the glass with somebody else. At one point, cell phone video taken by blah, 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 shows the officer catching a wine bottle in the net as the bird crashes through a shelf and a dozen bottles shattered to the ground. Unable to watch more destruction, the guy whose family owns the thing, unable to watch more destruction, he put on a sweatshirt to protect himself from the bird's claws and helped the officer ensnare it. He said they took the bird outside and that it was unharmed. In all, he said the peahen was in the store for 90 minutes and broke $500 worth of family store's best bottles, including champagne. Yeah, he's got expensive taste. He's got expensive taste. He joked. I'm like, you break, you buy, dude. But clearly he didn't. He got away with it. So peacocks are common to Arcadia, about 13 miles northeast of downtown Los Angeles at the base of the San Gabriel Mountains. They were introduced after the city's founder imported them from India in the early 1900s. Some of the residents view the colorful birds as a nuisance. They are a protected animal in the area, and harming them can carry fines and jail time. They're beautiful. They're also noisy. They sound like cats in heat when they make that call. Do you hear that? It like echoes. It echoes. You hear it for long distances. It's crazy. That sound they make. First time I ever heard one was in the San Diego Zoo in 1977 when I was a teenager.
Oh, they sound like they go meow.
Yeah, exactly.
Sound just like that.
Okay, we got a ton of stories here, so you tell me when you want to stop. What I'll do is I'll read the titles, and you tell me if you want to hear the story.
Yeah.
Okay. Horses escape in San Francisco's Golden Gate Park.
Yeah, definitely.
You want to hear that one? Okay, we're going to hear about it. San Francisco authorities say nearly 24 horses escaped from their stable in San Francisco's Golden Gate Park before they were wrangled by rangers. Say that 10 times fast. Wrangled by rangers, wrangled by rangers, wrangled by rangers, wrangled by rangers. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, KTVU reports the horseplay occurred early Wednesday morning with such spazzes. Some of the horses found their way into a nearby dog park, while others were seen roaming the green grasses. None of the horses were injured. How they got loose was not immediately clear. San Francisco Recreation and Park has been exploring the feasibility of offering horseback rides in the park through June 30th. Is that making lemonade out of lemons?
It is, I think, yeah.
Okay, next title. Yay or nay? Business owner struck by lightning while sitting at desk.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah. I agree. Here we go. Rochester, New York. Upstate New York. A New York business owner says he's just happy to be alive after being struck by lightning while sitting at his office desk. I'm not going to read his last name. Nick tells WHEC-TV in Rochester he was inside his auto repair shop on Monday when severe thunderstorms rolled across the area. He says he saw a bright flash of light from the office's light switch, heard a loud crack, and then the lights went out. He says it was a few minutes before he realized his left hand was blistering from getting hit by the bolt that arced through the light switch. Wow. The garage's manager was standing outside the shop door when he saw the bolt strike the sideways. Oh, Beth, come on. He was standing outside the shop door when he saw the bolt strike the sidewalk in front of the building. He wasn't injured. He was treated at a nearby hospital and released.
That's crazy.
When I lived in Vermont, just before you and I met online, I was living at that one house, and we had a crazy lightning storm, and I had been doing medical transcription, and I decided to shut down, and I unplugged my computer and unplugged the modem, and I was sitting at my computer facing my boyfriend at the time and talking to him, who was sitting at his computer, when all of a sudden there was this blinding flash of light, and his jaw dropped, and he said, a lightning bolt just exploded by your head. It came through the phone line. It came through the damn phone line, the one thing I didn't unplug, and exploded right next to my head. But I didn't, it didn't,
really loud.
It was like, no, it was like a pop. There was like
Wow.
a popping sound. That's all there was. But it was really bright. I was like, man, that lightning hits the ground, hits the wires underneath the ground, and can travel into your house through underground wires. I never knew that.
That's very crazy.
Now I unplug everything that's on a charger. I unplug my TV, my TiVo, my modem, my router. I unplug everything when I know there's an electrical storm coming. I don't take any chances. Yeah. We've lost electronics from lightning strikes.
I have the surge protectors, and when there's like a massive storm, we just turn everything off, and then I don't know. I turn the computer off. I think the TV is turned off too, but everything's got the surge protector.
Usually if it's not drawing electricity, it won't be affected. If it's on and drawing electricity, then you're more likely. But I don't know how much I trust surge protectors, because lightning, man, that's a force.
I know. I don't think it protects you against lightning. I think it does protect you against a power surge.
Yeah, true.
That's about it, though.
But lightning, I guess, would be the ultimate power surge. That sucker's
I think
coming
it's
right
more
in.
than a power surge. I think it was like a power
breeze. Oh, my God. Okay, next, yay or nay, all right? If he only had a driver. Tin Man actor charged with DWI.
Who's that?
I don't know, but it's a guy. You want to see his picture?
Yeah, let me see him.
Is that enough? We'll move on to the next story.
Yeah, I don't care.
All right, we'll move on to the next story. Here's the guy. Okay? You can read it yourself if you want. Yahoo Odd News. Stories about Alaskan bush people. Good Lord, Beth. Stories the Alaskan bush people don't want known. That does not sound like Odd News. No, that's a sponsored thing. Forget it. Okay.
Yeah, that's like a
sponsored ad. Oh, okay, yay or nay, this could be a little gruesome. Donald Duck! Mom said this statement. It looked like they pulled a toddler out of my belly. Yay or nay?
Yeah, why not? Let's focus.
Yeah, I wonder if it was a tumor or if it was not a tumor.
Or maybe it's just a big baby.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor. Orange Park, Florida. A Florida woman says she knew her stomach was undeniably huge as she approached the end of her pregnancy. Oh, she was pregnant. But Christine, blah, blah, didn't know how big until Carly Brooke, blah, blah, arrived via C-section on May 15th, weighing in at 13 pounds, 5 ounces. That's 6 kilograms, folks.
Wow, that's a big one.
Corbett tells Action News Jax that she heard laughter as the doctor was delivering the baby in Orange Park, adding, it looked like they pulled a toddler out of my belly. Husband Larry says the diapers they had on the baby, on hand, didn't fit the baby.
No.
He says she's already in size 3 diapers. He says the baby's due date wasn't until May 20th or 21st, so she would have been even bigger had she not arrived early. The parents says their baby girl is gorgeous. Now, I would like to know how big the parents are. Does the father have unusually large people in his family? Does the mother maybe? Or was it just a freak thing? Or was she just like putting Miracle Grow in her coffee every morning? I mean,
don't know.
I don't know.
It's a miracle.
What would you think? All right. All right. Every time I do this, I gotta reload the page when I go back. All right. All right. Sponsored. I saw part of this on the Weather Channel yesterday. This is kind of cute. Piano playing bear strikes viral chord at Colorado apartment. They had security cam of this bear in this person's apartment. They thought they had gotten broken into. Vail, Colorado. Police say it wasn't a burglary, just a black bear that stomped briefly on piano keys while rummaging through an apartment in Colorado. The revelation came after Katie Hawley reported her Vail apartment had been disturbed while she was away on May 31st. Mm-hmm. She later checked security camera footage and saw the bear roaming the apartment and pouncing on piano keys. Police Detective Sergeant Luke Causey says the bear had climbed through an open window and helped itself to food from the freezer. What a smart bear.
Wow, he wanted the freezer, huh?
The video struck a viral chord this week on the internet. Pun intended, ha ha ha. The bear hasn't been seen or heard from, pun intended, since. Now, let me, I'll show the video clip first to anybody who may be seeing this in the replay. So I'm going to click this and hope that there isn't like a 30-minute ad on here. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. There is an ad.
Good stuff.
Of course there's an ad.
I have to bring this to the pool. Ellie's permission slip to go on a trip on the 20th.
Where's she going?
June 20th.
Are you chaperoning?
No, I'm done with that. No.
Okay, I'm gonna hold it up to the. Okay, I'm holding it up to the cam here. It may be too dark, but we'll see. You can see the bear entering the apartment, and there's the piano, and you can see his silhouette in front of the window. There's the bar, and he's just kind of looking around, and he's looking around again, and he turns towards the piano, and he gets up on the stool and hits the keys. Boing! He's using the piano to prop himself up to look out the window.
And now he's walking. He's so cute. Oh my god!
I'm not sure if that was all, but that was at least the funny part.
Now, did he ruin the house? It doesn't look like he did.
I don't know. There had to be something that made them think that there was a burglar. I don't think I doubt very much he went straight to the freezer.
Standing there videoing it?
No, the security cam footage. My sister has that too.
But the security cam is moving so much. Or is that you that was moving?
That was me. Oh. That was me. The security cam was stationary. I was moving because I'm a spaz. All right, let's see. 3 teens caught stealing cardboard display case in Minnesota. No, display cake in Minnesota. A cardboard display cake. Why? 3 teenagers tried to sneak out of a grocery store with a stolen cake. Got a not so sweet surprise because it was just a display. Okay, they get 3 teen dumbass awards.
Morons. They might have known it was a display and wanted it anyway.
Now, this is kind of borderline political, but I'm just going to read the headline because here's dumbass people. Twitter users blocked by Trump cry censorship. No, it's not. That's his personal Twitter account, and he can block anybody he wants just like you can.
Yeah, he can block whomever he wants to block.
Okay? I don't care if you like the man or you hate the man. He has every right to block people on his personal Twitter account.
Yeah.
And it is. They're showing us his real Donald Trump account, not POTUS.
If you're not signed in to Twitter, you're not signed in.
Yeah.
You can look at anyone's account even if you're blocked because.
Yeah. You just can't tweet. That's why they're saying they're crying censorship because they can't get on there and harass them.
Look at your tweets.
Too bad.
So
it's his real.
If you think he does, then you're an idiot.
Yeah, it's his real Donald Trump account, not the POTUS account. So he can do whatever the hell he wants, people. So quit your crybabying and go find somebody else to harass, okay?
Yeah, no one cares. Yeah, leave the guy alone. He has enough problems. He doesn't need people being morons.
Okay, under celebrity transformations, oh my God, OMG, Pierce Brosnan's wife debuts 105 pound weight loss. You go, girl.
Well, Pierce Brosnan?
Yeah, she lost
He's
105
the most
pounds.
beautiful man ever.
He's what?
He's one of the most beautiful men that has ever lived.
I know.
I'm definitely a big fan of his. I love him.
I've seen him in a few things, not many, but I've always liked the characters he portrays and how he portrays them.
Beautiful. He's just, whew.
Okay, here's one to get your blood pressure up from the Associated Press. Michigan City rejects pennies for man's $270 fine. He tried to pay his fine in pennies. It's legal tender. It's illegal to reject legal tender, people, business owners, government people who deal with the public and take money. If it's legal tender, you by law have to take it.
Yep.
I was a bank teller for years. I worked in a bank for years. You have to take it. But you can politely ask them if they can go cash it in somewhere else. But if they refuse or are unable, you still have to take it. Yep.
I agree.
And these places that say, we won't accept anything over a $20 bill.
Mm-hmm.
That's illegal. It used to be back in the day, McDonald's would not accept anything, I think, over a 20 or a 50. I don't remember. I went through the drive-thru.
Over a 50 at my McDonald's.
I went through the drive-thru and tried to pay with either a $50 or $100 bill, and I'm talking, this is 30 years ago, okay?
Right.
They said, we're very sorry, we can't take this or break this for you, but we will give you your food for free.
Oh.
Now, I don't recommend trying that because this was 30 years ago and it may have just been either one nice manager or one smart manager who knew they could get in trouble for refusing legal tender.
Exactly. Wow.
So they gave me my food for free and I felt guilty. I had guilt.
Of course,
I don't remember if I had broken the bill and gone back and paid, but that seems to me to be something that I would probably do. I would be so grateful for the gesture that I would probably go break the bill somewhere and go back and pay.
I would too, I think.
Show them the receipt. If they, when people go out of their way to be nice, it's good to appreciate it. Show your appreciation.
Oh, I agree, yeah.
Okay, now we're back to the stories that we read yesterday. The man releasing the bed bugs.
Oh, yeah, that's old news.
Did I read the 911 Lemonade emergency? Officers visit wannabe cops stand?
No.
Oh my God. The other one is just too disturbing. I'm not even going to read the next headline. It's just too disturbing. Okay, Kansas City, Missouri. Dozens of thirsty police officers responded to an emergency call visit, a lemonade stand run by a 3-year-old aspiring cop in Kansas City, Missouri. 3 years old. The Kansas City Star reports that Hannah Paisley, I think is what you say, Paisley, set up her lemonade stand last Friday and Saturday to raise money to buy her own police uniform. After buying the uniform Saturday morning, Hannah returned to her stand wearing police coat and hat that afternoon. When the flow of customers thinned, Hannah's aunt, Ashley Rooks, and her friend, Sierra Moore, took to Facebook to encourage officers to visit. Rooks say the street was soon packed with squad cars. Oh, that gives me the warm fuzzies in my heart.
You probably loved it. How cute is that?
Moore says 50-plus officers responded, and a police helicopter buzzed overhead. They gave Hannah a Kansas City Police Department patch and a Clay County Junior Deputy badge. Oh, how sweet. That little girl's never going to forget that. I wish they had pictures.
Not going to forget it ever. That's beautiful.
Oh, I wish they had pictures. See, that's the stuff I like to read.
Oh, I know.
I'm going to surf around just a little bit because I'm enjoying it this morning. We're having some good stories this morning.
Yeah, this is pretty good. I got to say, I'm enjoying it too.
Oh, my coffee's getting cold.
Wow.
I got to turn it all here. What you working on?
Just doing some swappy things. I made a little envelope. It's got bees on it.
Yeah, I gotta do stuff like that. Oh, that's cute. You make that out of scrapbook paper?
Yeah, just like when I have scraps left over, or sometimes I use a whole paper. This one's cute.
Do you have the envelope punch
I do.
thingy? You
Yep.
do?
And now they have them.
See,
If anyone wants to grab one, they
I
have
love
them
it.
at Tuesday morning. Some of the Tuesday morning shops have those.
Get out of here.
Yeah, and it was like not $10, maybe $15, something like that. I got
Oh,
mine for $7 at Michael's with a coupon.
yeah, I think that's what I did too. I did the coupon
Yeah,
thing. I
but I
love it.
love it.
I
And
love the
Michaela uses
doggone
it every
thing.
day and makes me envelopes, so I never have to want for any envelopes because my child is an envelope making machine.
Oh my gosh. Can I borrow her for about a month?
She's like she's awesome with it because um she wants to have her little Etsy shop and just make envelopes, but I don't know if it would do very well.
Who is that, Michaela?
Yeah.
If she sold them in bulk, I'm sure they
Yeah.
do well. You know, like at least 10, a package of 5 or 10.
She would sell them I think she wanted to do them as dozens, as a dozen, 12
Right.
envelopes.
And then stick
But I
them
don't
in.
know
Yeah.
what to charge. I mean, it only takes her a few minutes to make them, but the paper, scrapbooking paper, good quality, is not inexpensive. So you have to
Yeah.
figure out all the ins, outs, ups, and downs of it all.
You
So
never know. You never know what people are going to go for. I say go for it. Try it. What's the worst that can happen? You pay a couple of dollars in fees when it doesn't work?
yeah, I think she would enjoy the fact that she's got a little business. Maybe I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay, I'll read one last story.
Yeah.
Massachusetts fisherman reels in purse stolen 18 years ago. I got to send this one to Ed. Back on June 2nd, Dondy Mitchell.
Yeah, that's a good one for him.
Yeah, Dondy Mitchell was fishing when he caught something unusual. I pulled it in right here, but I thought I snagged the lily pads or the bottom, said Mitchell. It wasn't a fish at all, but a purse weighed down by rocks. Oh, somebody put rocks in it. The bastard. I said to myself, gee, I wonder if I know this person. So when I opened it up, as soon as I saw the wallet and purse, I knew exactly who it was. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This is a lady I went to school with, said Mitchell. Her face was right there on the license. Kim Sexton, now Kim Flanders. Kim and Mitchell graduated Mahar Regional together back in 1985. In 1999, Kim's bag had been stolen and evidently launched in the lake. Her JCPenney credit cards, lip gloss, and even wedding and anniversary bands were left inside, dirty but intact. Now, they stole her purse, but didn't take the wedding bands?
Yeah, why? They probably didn't do it to take the money. They did it as I'm pissed off at you. You are
Maybe,
I'm
yeah.
throwing your shit in the water. Yeah.
Mitchell found her on Facebook. That's how he contacted her.
I bet she was like, what?
That's really cool.
Right? Oh my God. What is this?
You know, there's a whole website for the Metro UK weird and funny stories. I'm going to look quick and see what the Brits are up to.
That's kind of cool, though. That's cool. Hi, Lee, if you're there.
A guy got police to help him break into a flat by pretending he was locked out. Oh, here's the woman who gave birth to the huge baby girl, and it just looks like a big infant.
Huge baby, huh?
Yeah, it looks like a really solid big infant.
Juicy.
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 Ask Carell if you heard that story. 13-pound, 5 ounce or something like that. Jesus. Well, he has.
Yeah. That's what he does for a living. That ain't nothing. Yeah.
I'm just scrolling through the stories, seeing if there's anything read worthy.
Luda, why are you crying? You better be mean.
Oh my God. Oh, some of these I just don't dare read on air.
That bad, huh?
Wow. Yeah, involving body parts getting stuck and having to be surgically removed and stuff.
No, thanks. I'm good.
Oh, good God.
I'm good. Thanks.
All right, I got to see the ones in the UK are heartbreaking. They're not just dumbass stories. They're like really sad. No.
We don't need that.
No.
This is a happy place.
Yeah, happy, or at least dumbass stories that we can laugh at.
Yeah, nothing. We don't need to be
No, I don't want to be depressed for the next week. There are some
Stop
stories
reading.
that just stay with you, you know, through weeks, years, months. You never forget them, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I want to know before I die? I want the mystery solved of who murdered John Bonet. John Bonet Ramsey?
Yeah, I don't know if we're ever gonna know.
Some people still say they think it was the brother. Both her parents are dead now, aren't they?
Oh, I don't know. I don't follow it. Not a clue.
I don't know, but John Bonet Ramsey, man, that was on the cover of every Inquirer for like 2 years. It seemed like and you still every now and then see her picture pop up.
You?
Hello.
Come here.
Who's that?
Kirby Lou.
Aww.
He just ran in to give me a kiss. He is like the sweetest boy. He came in from outside. Her else took him out to go potty, and he runs inside and he comes over and he literally gives me a kiss, and then he goes and gets a drink of water. But he needs to know where I am. It's very cute.
You're his security. You're his life.
He loves his mommy. He does love his mommy.
I'm on another site for weird news, and it's all the same stories. There's nothing original.
Yeah, no one needs it. Hi. I think I need to wrap up.
Okay, you're wrapping it up. You're wrapping it up.
Okay. Yeah, we have to run out, so.
All right. I may stream by myself in a little while, but we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. All right. Have a good day. Hi,
Okay.
Ruli. Hi, Ruli. Love you, Ruli.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. I'm going to stop the stream.